This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We're back. Of course, Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end. I'm Pete Corielli. This is, I don't even know what show number it is, bro, and it don't matter. It's just rolling along, having a good time. How are you?
Well, let me get into it.
All right.
So over the course, I believe, of the last 2 months, we have rented like an inflatable bouncy house, inflatable slides. I think I posted one on Instagram. Yeah. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw you on the slide. Yeah, incredible stuff. Not the the carnival stuff, not the baloney.
This is carnival grade slides, right? This is something that you would see at a state fair, right?
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
We started with a decent slide, for the kids. They go up by themselves and they slide down. And the next time we got one of these slides, we got a bigger one. And this one, a little quick. Maybe Caruso can't go alone. I got to go up there with him. We get one 2 weeks ago. Now you're asking yourself in the audience right now, why you need slides? This kind of spawned out of the pandemic. It was something for the kids to do. They really liked the slides, and they invite other kids over, and they slide on the slide.
Never ever in my life come across a child that doesn't love a water slide ever. It's like finding an adult that don't like pizza. Fucking where?
Yeah, this is not only water, but it's also a dry slide. And, we've been finding that the company that we're working with will go, when do you need it? And we're like, Sunday. They're like, we'll drop it off on Friday, keep it till Tuesday. And they charge us a day, right?
Right.
I'm like, we're getting a deal, I guess. So then I start to think, why? Why are they dropping this thing off early? You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they're making you think that they're doing you a favor when the reality is the guy who's in charge of slides turns to his wife or girlfriend and says, baby, I can't go away. I got to drop the slide off and pick the slide up. I can't do a long weekend away. She goes, give it to him extra. So, right?
Could be that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm renting slides that only the carnival gets, and there's no carnivals right now. So, bro, they dropped off this slide this weekend.
Yeah.
I blew it up, and my yard it faces like a street. I was embarrassed.
That's what
this thing was, I'm going to say, 3 stories.
Holy shit, man. I'm out now. That's territory where you got to stake that thing down, right? For wind?
No. It's staked into the ground.
Oh, they set it up, right? Or you set it?
Yeah, they come, they set it up. They got 3 guys doing this thing, right? They're setting it up. They got blowers that look like something out of a movie, that creates wind.
Right. So, your electric bill is like, oh, my God.
Yeah,
right?
So, this thing it's like you need mountain climbing gear to get up there, right?
So now, are you getting into territory where you think you might get like a knock from the community board about tacking up the?
No, none of that. My concern is injury to kids coming to play on this thing, right?
Yeah.
So I go up there with Caruso. Now, I'm climbing up, it's 2 slides. I'm climbing up a ladder in the middle of the slide, and this thing's steep, right? I'm climbing it with my socks on, and I'm slipping off the damn thing, right?
Yeah.
And here's where you really start seeing your age. And again, it's like when I was 21, I could have ran up the actual slide,
I remember those days. Absolutely, man. I mean, I went up that way more often than not. And there'd usually be a girl at the top going, "You're cutting," and yeah. I'm with you, so.
By the way, I don't like that kid. I don't like that did that and does it now. Because I got kids that come over and they're going up and I go, "Hey, Silly, you still at her. You still at her. Someone's gonna get hurt and I'm gonna get sued." Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going up this thing and I'm slipping off this. It's embarrassing. I'm slipping. I'm hanging on to this. I get up there and I start looking it down and I go, "Can I even do this? This is like..."
You've reached an age, bro, when you're contemplating going down a slide.
I don't know what might happen. And sure enough, I do it. I got burns all over my leg. You got to have like sweatpants and a long sleeve. I'm getting caught on the plastic, right? I got a mark here, mark on my leg. So I'm like, oh God. Now, Serafina's going up the thing, down the thing like it's nothing. Caruso's walking up the thing. And I go, this kid, if he goes down, forget it. He's gonna paralyze himself. So I go up with him, and I've been doing the slide. As soon as we get down, again. How many agains do you have to do the same thing over and like?
That's insane.
Remember, give me like your top. How many times you gonna do something over and over again? Like when your kid's going again. What's your limit?
With the kid?
Yeah.
It depends. Something like that where I gotta be, shadowing him the whole time, Sadie, that's got a limit. If it's something where I'm sitting on a park bench half looking, go ahead. But again that you're talking about, you gotta start negotiating. Like as you're going up, you gotta go, the next one is the last one. But even then, they're gonna say, I don't know, bro. How do you feel it out? That's all you could do.
3 is my tops.
3's your tops. So
especially doing this, that I gotta carry Caruso in one arm and then climb with the other arm.
Oh,
bro. My shoulder, my bicep, this stuff's worn out, man. It's like one slip of the foot, and I lose a rotary cuff or a bicep tendon. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And your instincts, by the way, you're climbing with your kid. If you slip and fall, I did it once on the ice. You'll literally sacrifice your whole body to cushion the kid's fall. So God knows what would happen, man. You know what I'm saying? This isn't one of those things where you let the kid go and go, "Oh, fuck." Yeah.
I thought of that already because there's one time that he was going up ahead of me and I was kind of like climbing behind him. But I'm like, if this kid falls back, I'm actually going, I'll catch him and I'll break my back on the fall.
Right. Yeah.
Just so this kid is not harmed in any way, shape, or form, right?
That happened. Yeah.
But listen, we're at the age where if you're on the ice skating rink and Sadie falls, do we even have the reaction time at this age to even get underneath them?
That's a good question. I think you'd be surprised what you can do. You know what I mean? And that's why. I think that's part of the reason why we don't want to do that is because we don't want to put ourselves in a position. Bro, listen, I don't want to bring the show down, but it was in the news recently. One of those gondolas, I think it was in Switzerland, or, came down 500 feet. The cable broke recently. Like your worst fear?
Oh, yeah. In Italy, yeah.
Italy, yeah. Everybody died except one child, and they say the child lived 'cause the father cradled the child and cushioned the fall. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a gondola. You would think 250 feet down, and look over at Sadie and go, get good luck. But he's still all the way down, doing a hard cradle on the kid. Kid walked away. Walked away with a lollipop. No, I mean, I've got arrested, get it, but the father, what a hero.
I know, right? Oh, God.
Imagine trying to be that kid's stepdad moving forward. What are you going to do for me, man? My last daddy caught me, cushioned me 500 feet down in a falling gondola, and you won't even buy me an ice cream cone on a Tuesday? Nice dad. Nice dad you married him, Mom.
Yeah.
Now that falling guy, he's got to be remembered forever moving forward. You know, that's like unheard of.
Well, speaking of saving
tragic,
lives,
though, man. Fuck.
no,
Yeah.
it's awful. But I just saw a video this morning. You see the grizzly bear in the yard? Do you see this video?
No, is it the one I heard about that got in the garage? Is that one, or is this a different one?
No, this is broad daylight. A grizzly bear with his two cubs walking on like a cement fence that borders two homes and minding his own business. And about 4 dogs that were in the backyard of this home start barking and going up to the bear. Now the bear's swatting them from the, not hurting any of them, but just like swatting them, right? And you see a woman come out of nowhere and push the bear off the fence.
She snuck up behind it from the other direction?
No. From the front.
Holy shit.
Came out of nowhere. And I almost want to show you the video. I got a computer.
I can get my computer and turn it on.
No,
put it
no,
over
no.
here.
It's just by the time you get it, I think I could already have it up.
Oh, it's a big wall. All right. Oh, it is? Holy shit. It's a big band. Holy shit. Done. I saw it. Oh my God. So she was doing it like she was saving her dogs' lives.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I got a dog and I would not push a bear off a wall for my dog Dukes.
That's where my head went. And God bless these dog owners. Like, I don't know if my dog was in jeopardy that I'd go and fight a grizzly bear. I mean, obviously, my daughter, my wife, I'm out there. But, I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm just saying.
That's what I would think that's why you got the dog, right? Like if you get 3 or 4 dogs so that if there's a grizzly on your wall thinking about coming over, the dogs bark, right? Now, was that a grizzly or just like it was a cub, right? But a cub grizzly?
No, it was a mother, and the 2 cubs were behind them. The 2 cubs behind the mother.
Was that a grizzly? It was brown, but I couldn't tell. Was it a grizzly or just a brown bear? Does it say grizzly?
Guy.
That's insane.
At this point, like grizzly, brown bear, I don't care what it is.
What,
all right, like
you'd be surprised, man. Pushing over brown bear's pretty badass too. But black bear to a grizzly, big difference, but still. I mean,
I got it. Now you got me thinking. Pushes bear to cubs, teen, devoted, wild. Video shows. Hold on. Says Mama Bear. That's all it says.
Mama bear. Well, still, any female bear with its cubs is in like massive protective mode, and that's pretty insane what that lady did. I think the bear didn't even know. Like, is this lady fucking? Is this really coming at me right now? I've never seen it. I don't think the bear's ever seen that, right?
The bear might have thought this is like a new animal. Because like
Yeah.
she's got no point of reference.
It would be like coming out of your house and a squirrel just jumping on you, right? Like coming at you, like what the, or a deer. Can you imagine a deer charging at you? You go, what the is going on right now? I've never seen that. So that's wow. That was pretty impressive, man. It's amazing how it kicks in, you know.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? The adrenaline just kicked in. This teenager went over there and slapped the bear off the. And the bear turned around like it was like I ain't screwing around with this girl. So who knew? So anyway, I got this slide in the backyard, and I had a family come over, and I don't know if you've ever had this in your house, but it was the mother that brought her 3 daughters over, and then it was Caruso, me, Lana, and Serafina, and I'm working the slide like a carny, and my wife and the other mother are talking off to the side, and I got 5 kids I'm watching, right? Yeah, you ever? And I was supposed to be working out. Like Lana's like, go work out. And then you ever? And again, this might not be your relationship, but I always like kind of lag back and go, wait a minute. I'm gonna go work out, and this is the way you're gonna behave while they're on the slide.
I hear you, right? You get well, I know it's not so much with Sadie with that, but sometimes with our dog Jackie will like not even check to see if it's gated, and I'm just like I'm uncomfortable with the situation, but I can't compare it to the kid. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm that guy where I'm like I'm doing scenarios in my head, like. I watch how they play, and like I saw the 2-3 kids, they were like on the mesh, on top, they're on the mesh, and I go, it's all this thing is, there's a little bit more weight to that, and this thing comes tumbling down. So
now, was it just the mom? The dad wasn't there too?
No, it was just the mom.
Yeah.
So I was the only dad running this thing, right?
Yeah.
So. I'm there for a half hour. She's just, and I was like, go inside. I'm like, I can't go. I cannot work out knowing that Caruso's walking up this thing alone.
Right. No, I hear you, man. But does that mean, again, do you think you're overly, now is Lana like you're overly protective?
I'm overly protective. And if, this is the luck I have, though. If I did go in knowing, here's another one. Did I tell you this one about the fire in the house?
No.
Yeah. I got to get your take. Lana has a girlfriend over the other night.
Yeah.
And they're outside by the fireplace. Fireplace not on, but they have a heater on.
All right.
And it's about 10:30s, but it's a little nippy out there. And Lana doesn't know how to start like a fire. So I go, you girls want the fire going? Yeah, put the fire on. I start up a fire for the girls, right? So I know they're gonna be there for a while. So I told Lana I'm gonna, go to bed, finish up a few things, and go to sleep. I'm sleeping. Lana comes in. Hey, do you know how to shut the fire off? And not like a babe. She comes in like we had a conversation going already. Like that's how comfortable it was. Like I'm sleeping. And once you get me up within that first hour of sleep, forget it. Yeah, I go, what? She goes, the fire's still smoldering. Do you know the correct way to put it out? No, I'm in my underwear. I get out of bed. The fire alarm starts to go off. So I'm like,
What?
now you know where the covered patio is, right?
Yeah.
By the kitchen over there. The fire alarm's going off by Caruso's room. So I'm looking at the fire alarm, and I'm like, and I can't reach it. It's too high. I got to get a ladder. So I go, and when the fire alarm's going off and your kids are sleeping, I feel like I got to shut it down before somebody starts crying.
Right. Of course, man.
But then I'm also thinking, is this thing connected to the fire department? Like, if your fire alarm go off in your house, does the fire truck come?
No, where I live. You kidding me? Half my block smokes Marlboro Reds. Fire truck will be in and out every day, every hour, you know, if someone set it off. Yeah, no, we set it off with the toaster or the oven, you know, so definitely not. But I don't know, maybe where you live because of the fire situation too, you know? In California, it's way different.
I thought it was connected to the fire department. And then
Now,
I'm
you
thinking,
worried
like,
there's a fire at this point, or are you pretty confident?
Yeah.
Because you're talking about, I got to get it off so the kids don't wake up, and I'm thinking, all right,
Well,
you got to look for a fire first, no?
No, but then, you know, obviously, visibly, there's no fire.
Right.
I know that the fireplace was going, so I know that there could be a possibility that there's like smoke in the air.
Yeah.
It's not like it happened out of nowhere and not a fireplace was on. I started like doing deductive reasoning, but it's all happening pretty quickly. I'm running to get a broom. I bring the broom back with a ladder, and I'm waving, you know, the broom in front of the thing, or maybe there's some like smoke there or whatever. So it shuts off. So then I go up on the ladder and I look at the thing. It says fire and carbon monoxide alarm in one. All right, so we had this carbon monoxide thing happen, I think a year ago, I think I told you about. So I take this thing off the wall and I bring it out to the fireplace because I don't know what it is. And then I'm looking on the back. It says 3 beeps for fire, 4 beeps for carbon monoxide. And I'm trying to remember now, how many beeps was it? Was it beep, beep, beep? Or was it beep, beep, beep? Like, why can't they make it 2 completely different sounds? Just turn it over and go, fire, frog sounds.
Right.
Monoxide, lion.
Even see, that's not distinct enough for me. I'd be like, is that a frog or a growling lion? You know?
What do you got? What do you got on yours?
I think I would go straight up American siren or European siren. You know, woo woo woo, right. No, damn.
No, I don't know. Then I would go. Is the American fire? Or is the fire?
That's well, can we just go fire?
Yeah. What about a voice? Fire, or
right.
Carbon monoxide?
Carbon. The fuck? But then half the country we go, what the fuck is carbon? That's how dumb people are. They wouldn't go, oh, that's short for monoxide.
Yeah. So I take this thing outside and I put it over the fireplace, the smoldering fireplace.
Just got to point out, if Lana didn't have a friend over and you didn't have to light a fire for her and you didn't go to bed before she did, everyone would be sleeping soundly right now. We know that, right?
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, no alarm was going off until this fire situation, but here we go.
I put the damn thing over the fireplace, and I'm waiting for this thing to go off. Right? And it finally goes off, and beep, beep, beep. I go, okay, I recognize the beep. It's 3 beeps. It's a fire.
All right.
So then I'm thinking to myself, is it in the attic?
Holy shit, dude.
I go all the way out to the backyard to look at my house. You know, like... So I could see if there's any jumping flames coming out of somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm in my underwear and my slippers. I'm in the backyard. It's about 58 degrees back there, eh? Now, I come in and I go to the bedroom and Lana's sleeping. So I come in with no help? You know, like, you ever give one of those, like, this, No, she goes, what do you want me to do? Now, it's not the fact that I wanted her to do anything.
Right.
It's just sometimes when you're going through this thing, you just need somebody there just in case I need a question or a broomstick.
Sure. Just to discuss the situation with, maybe bounce what I'm thinking off here. Like, I'm going to go out and look back at the house to see if it's burning. All right, I'll walk over and check the fire. Nothing, just, And even if you're not going to help, not even concerned enough to stay awake, just, right? Just not wake me if we have to evacuate. That's what she said, right?
Yeah. She goes, I thought if you would need me, you'd come and get me. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Share in the worry. Share in the worry.
Right.
I don't know if the attic's in flames, if this is a carbon monoxide situation. Just get up and stand in the doorway and maybe just look at me going, wow, he's great.
Right.
I don't know.
I know what you're saying, though. I just, and then it starts making me wonder, am I wasting my time? I mean, isn't that, like, that's what alarms are for. When they beep, you got to deduce the situation.
I started even thinking, what the hell would get this woman out of bed? Like, if it ain't a fire alarm, what's going to get you up and moving? Like, I'm solo on this thing.
You got a point.
So I come back to the bed with the fire alarm. I got the damn. I take it. I put it right next to on my bedstand. The fire alarm, because and this is another thing. This is. I start looking at the vent. Like, sometimes it's really good. I mean, I know husbands a lot of times get, oh, you don't know what he's doing, he's dumb or whatever, and the women run the house. You hear this shit over and over again.
Every commercial.
Every commercial. Dumb dad, sitcom, dumb dad. If it wasn't for us, dad would light the house on fire. You don't see the dad at midnight in his underwear, deductive reasoning. Why is this thing going on? You don't see that in the sitcom, right?
No, you're right. You're right. Everybody's sound asleep, feeling safe. I've done that just the other day. I heard a noise, doing a complete walkthrough of the whole house. Not even, don't even mention in the morning that I was, bopped in your room to my daughter and took a peek. But I hear you, man. Unsung hero. So you're doing a full now. So this isn't a detector that you have then, right? So this is an alarm that, like, it's not a smoke detector that you brought to your bedroom with you.
The smoke detector.
Well, shouldn't it stay in the room that was where it was detecting the smoke? And did you investigate that room and why the smoke was going off in that room? Why'd you bring it to bed? It's not a stuffed animal guy.
No, this is. I figured out the smoke that was coming out of the chimney.
Yeah.
You know that patio we were upstairs? That's where that chimney is.
Yeah.
I figured the smoke was trickling into the air conditioning system, and it was blowing out on that side of the house, right in that area.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's why this keeps going off. That's why I yanked it off the wall, because if I didn't yank it off the wall, I felt like it was going to keep going off and off and off. And I get back to bed. This one's sound asleep. And I'm sitting there wide awake 2 hours. Because the heart's racing. I'm still thinking, did I check everything? I'm the type of guy that I need to make sure everything is shut, done, tucked to bed in order for me to sleep. I can't go to bed thinking, is it carbon monoxide? Did I miss a beep?
Yeah.
Where are we on this?
Did I leave that window unlocked? I was down there today. Yeah. Someone could climb in there, right? What are the odds that night someone's going to climb through that window that I left unlocked? But still, you go down, you lock it, and if you didn't, they would just stay unlocked. I know. We don't get the credit we deserve in that department, in the safety department, you know
what, though? On the way to school today, Seraphina out of nowhere just says, to me, Daddy, you make sure we're all safe at night, right? And I go, and I'm thinking to myself, were you up? Did you hear this?
Wow.
Or did you hear this on like Peppa Pig? Like sometimes they repeat what they hear in the in the cartoons.
Can't tell you how many times I think Sadie has a new quirky thing to her personality, and I'm like, that's so cute in my head. And then I catch her watching a show where the girl says it on the show, and I'm like, oh God, you're mimicking Lucky from Spirit. Shit, I thought that was your personality. By the way, you're forgetting the third one. There's a good chance Seraphina's saying that because she's like, because I was laying in bed last night and I smelled smoke and nobody came in or nothing. So I'm just wondering, are you on the ball? Because I smelled smoke. I thought maybe you'd pop in to see if I was all right, but not the...
Oh, yeah. And I got Actually, I had Lana smelling the smoke detector. This is how bad it was. I go, smell the smoke detector. Does it smell like smoke? She goes, yeah, it does smell like smoke. And she goes, do you think when smoke hits the smoke detector, there's something in the detector that ignites a smoke smell that makes it go off? And I go, what? Go to bed.
It is, though, right there, though. I do have to say, though, another of the gazillion things in the world, like who invented the smoke detector? Why isn't that guy on money? Or woman, I don't know. I'm just saying, And not only did they to invent it, but to invent it to know, like when I used to smoke cigarettes, or if you light a candle and smoke you blow out a candle and it makes that smoke. If I'm in a hotel room, I'm like, oh shit. It's like, don't worry, we're designed to know when it's something like that. How does it know just to go, nah, this seems like it could be a problem, right? What's the level? Haven't you ever wanted to hold something underneath of a fire extinguisher just to see what it takes,
Yeah, you blow out a candle and the whole room's smogged out. Nothing, but I cook a salmon, and then every alarm in the house is going off.
Right, exactly. I've seen guys sucking down cigars when I worked at Kevin Kuwait on the writers' room. They got cigars going like all over the place. And then we go to film something on set where you got to light a candle, and they can bring in half the fire department. We don't normally let you have an open flame on set. Open flame? They just smoked out 3 writers' offices. Yeah, those things are designed, It's almost like they can tell. It's unbelievable. Yeah, getting back, by the way, to those slides, I was going to bring that up before when you said that, these are the ones from that are used in the state fair, the type. I wonder if your slide ever was in a carnival or a state fair. And if it was, what's the cleansing system being done after that?
There is none.
I've seen people at fairs, bro, where I'd rather sleep next to a farm animal than some of the people I've seen at fucking carnivals in my lifetime.
Well, that's why I think they've been dropping this stuff off, because Lana was like, could we get a bigger one? And I just don't think we realized how big this thing was. I think the call comes in from our house to this inflatable place, and they hang up the phone, and the guy turns to his wife and goes, babe, they ordered the one that's 83 feet high. No resident has ever done that. I don't even think I got insurance for this.
That thing has only been tented on football fields up until this point. Yeah, he's like, I don't think I have insurance for this, and I'm pretty sure Sebastian don't either. Right? Yeah, like what would happen if you go, yeah, no, the tent blew off and ripped off the chimney and started a fire. Will all state be there with that, deep voice, big black guy going, we're here to help you. Or be like, so those people are so famous, man. If you're an actor and you get asked to be the voice person for a, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Do you guys do a hose down on those slides before you use them when they get to your house?
No.
Oh, wow, that's unlike you, bro. I mean,
it's a full bore. Just kidding. It would take me 3 days to clean the damn thing.
I know. They probably consider you and your family the cleansing system for them. We don't clean them. We just bring them to the Maniscalcos and leave them there for 4 days. Let all them slide down. They clean them up nice.
Oh my God!
Oh, unbelievable, bro.
What
Speaking of
cooking at your end?
Of lawns, I gotta say, your lawn is so perfectly tight and no trees and go. So I have been for the past 6-7 years. I've been battling this one area of my yard, like a little section where I just can't get it to go seed and everything. So I just broke down recently and did something. It's like cheating, dude. I carved out the area in a perfect square. It's like about, I don't know, 6x6 area, I guess, not even that much. And I bought sod.
Why don't more people do that?
I don't know. And, it totaled probably about the same amount of money that I'd spent trying to seed this damn area through the years. And you slap that right down, just sprinkle a little water. It's like carpeting your front yard. It's carpet.
Oh, sod is the way to go. I feel sod gets you more grass blades per square inch than if you were to do seed. I feel when you seed, it's almost like a guy who's thinning, and sod is a full head of hair.
Wow, bro, you know your grass. That's so true. It's so thick. And when I bought the sod, it's rolled up. So when I laid it out, I was not overly ecstatic with it. And I didn't realize I took not even a rake. I got down on my knees and with my fingers, I just kind of brushed it up from its curl. And it mostly reminded me of running my own fingers through my own hair in the morning. The sod just came to life. It was like I was telling the sod, it's showtime, fellas. You know what I mean? And then I step back, I go to Jackie, I got grass. What? This is fucking insane. Why isn't everybody sodding, bro? We sit there with the grass and then the birds get it and then you got to spray this green shit on top. I don't know. So
does the sod lay higher than the actual grass line?
Well, what I did was I dug it out and then I kept my dirt in the wheelbarrow next to me and I laid the sod to see how low it laid, and then I pulled the sod out and laid enough dirt so when I put the sod down, it was level. It was like replacing a part of a floor. And then the tiny little crack where the sod meets the grass all the way around, I put a little dirt in there, and then I just sprinkled a couple of grass seeds in there, just so it's really like setting a wound on someone's leg or something, dressing a wound, But yeah, like I walked in your grass with my sneakers on, and I'm like, if I had my run in the middle of this house and you and Lana weren't home, I would have did a barefoot, let the toes have some fun. I could just feel the cushion. Oh, God. It's like carpet, plush carpet. Love a good grass.
They got some good grass in that yard. Yeah, man. It's fucking cool. So I wanna.
What you got? I'm flat. I don't have much.
I did a 70th birthday party this weekend for a guy I know.
You did a private show?
Private show in a Chinese restaurant.
Cool, man.
And it was Hollywood types there. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you some of the people that were there.
All right.
Adrian Brody, you know him?
Of course, dude. Yeah. Well, The Pianist, one of my favorite movies of all time. Unbelievable.
Won an Oscar when he was 29. I'm a big fan of that movie. Jason Statham.
Oh, damn. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Kind of like, just a lot of guys in there you just know are running shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Producers, what have you. Now, when I get in an environment like that, I'm like, I don't really care who's who. I like to kind of work the crowd a little bit. It was a 20-minute set in front of 70 people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And after the show, I was outside talking to the birthday guy, and thank you for being there, this and that. He's like, did you see my father sing? I said, yeah. He goes, my father, this guy's 70. And his father sang a song for his birthday. Father's 95. So I called my dad and I said, the guy told me his father was going to sing. I go, your father? He goes, yeah, he's 95. I go, could you imagine being 95 and I turned 70 and you're at my birthday? He goes, you damn well I'm going to be there. Like, my father. I told you my father says he's never going to die.
No.
You don't think death is even in his future.
I love it, man. I feel like you live longer if you think like that.
Yeah, no,
You know?
he's like, I ain't never gonna die. I said, all right. But I gotta tell you, man, people are sensitive. You can't really. That's what you can't do. It's just.
Doing a show like that?
Well, not that I got like a bunch of oohs and ahs, but I don't know. We're gonna have to cut this out.
Well, you didn't really say anything, but I hear you. It's. I'm doing a private show next weekend, a birthday party with Jim Brewer, who I'm looking forward to seeing. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna stay over one night because it's right by him. But same thing. I only got to do 20. I think he's doing 25. But that's the one you're doing. It's still kind of like everyone's in the business. So I feel like, if they laugh at the wrong thing, who's watching? But any one of those people that were at that show, if they came to see you at like the kind of show I'm going to with just their friends and family, it's a different ballgame, It's almost like a corporate show, what you did a little bit.
No, it is a corporate show. And do you ever doing a show like this and look down at like the guest of honor to see if they're like the guy that hired me was the birthday boy, and he's sitting dead in front of me, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't help but look down and I go, is this guy laughing or is he looking at me going, the fuck did I hire?
I know, dude.
You ever like actually grade yourself as you're in the performance and looking at the person to make sure that they made the right decision?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I did a corporate gig just now before I got on with you, and the CEO was on. I kept looking at his square to see if this guy was laughing, because there's a lot of times I look over at the quote unquote important guy and he ain't breaking a smile, and I'm thinking, are they paying me for this? Am I going to get a check?
But what do you think though if the corporate guy, what's more important, if the boss isn't laughing and everyone else is, or if everyone else is not laughing? But I've had that where I've done it for birthday party for one guy and nobody's liking me but the birthday guy. And I'm like, geez, I could have did this for you the day before this party. Because you're the only one liking it. So
that's a good question. I think the guy that hired you has to be laughing. I don't care if everybody else is having a good time. Yeah. If the woman or guy that's hired you is not laughing, I think it's a problem.
So when you're done though, like the virtual one's different, but I'm doing the kind of show that you're talking about through the years, and I don't think it's going well, I'm already at the end of my head going, all right, this is a fast getaway. Get the check, and if I do good and everyone's happy, then I don't mind to linger a little. But You never know, though. Sometimes they liked it and you didn't even know they liked it.
Yeah, we did a linger just because, it was a birthday party and we were hanging out. And
did you meet Jason Statham?
Yeah, I met him. I kind of goofed around with him during the show. I made mention that he was there. This big Hollywood producer was sitting in the front row, and I kind of like razzed him a little bit. Nice. And it was good. It was a fun show, but one of those shows where it's like we're at a Chinese restaurant, guy. I mean, it was a nice Chinese restaurant, but it's like, you ever do those shows where it's like there was a band to my left? I feel like I do really well with bands. Don't you feel like if there's a band in the room and you're doing comedy, that I could always turn to my left and look at the band and they're always laughing, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. But I always wondered, too, though, because when you play the Village Underground, for example, they got sometimes they got some live music there. And those guys are always laughing. But then after a while, I'm like, is that part of their job? Like, do they get told by the people that run the club that, listen, you got to laugh when the comic's up there. You can't just hang out, But they always seem to be really into it, the band.
Yeah, I often wonder that too. It's like if they're stoic and not laughing, because if I was in the crowd, I'd be looking at the band. I'd be looking at the band to see if they're laughing.
That's what I'm saying. And you'd be like, I'm with you. So if you see the drummer just sitting there staring at you, then you're like, all right, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Something going there? Is my battery dying? No, all right, I'm good. I got to say, though, that's what is so unbelievable about Dean Martin. And Sinatra, not so much, he wasn't quite as funny, but Dean, he could do stand-up, right? And then if it's not going good, he could just turn around and be like, oh, la-dee, and everyone's like, oh, we're singing now. And then the band plays. Then you get them back on your side with a nice song, come out of that, do some more jokes, right? How great would that be?
I think the singing when doing comedy is equivalent to a boxer getting tired in the ring and holding on to the opponent so he gets some rest and air. I think the singing, that's what it does, because then out of the song, while he's singing the song, he's thinking, hey, out of this song, I'm going to go into this bit, and we're going to go over here, right?
I couldn't agree more, bro, right? Because anyway, a singer can sing, and in his head he's singing, but as he's singing, exactly, he's going, somebody comes out of it, it's regrouping.
Yeah,
we can't do that. We just got to keep talking. Oh man, and it's a nice. What a kind of show that would be to see back in the day. You know what I mean?
Oh god,
little singing, little dancing. Speaking of show, by the way, I saw the movie King of Staten Island finally. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, how was it?
Bill Burr was freaking great, man. He was great. That's the only reason I wanted to bring it up. He was really freaking great. Now, I'm not saying it like I'm surprised. I'm just saying it fucking fantastic. The other guy was great too. I mean, his character, though, was very annoying, but that was just his character. It was like a kid who wouldn't get his shit together sort of a character. But yeah. Fucking quality movie, but I'm only bringing it up for Burr. I'm not, that's all I'm saying. He was really great in it.
Did Burr play the lead's brother, or did he play a fireman at the fire station?
He played a fireman, but he played a fireman. Long story short, the lead's brother, the lead, Pete Davidson, did something to Burr's son. So Burr came to complain to Pete Davidson's mom, who was Marissa Tomei. And then they hit it off and they started dating. And Burr was just fantastic, man. Just good acting, funny, but not over the top funny. Listen, what more can I say? I'm no fucking director. I just really was good. So I'm off my game today, bro. I just feel off my game. I'm drinking water and coffee like crazy. Have you ever watched? Are you even familiar with what's called a Hallmark movie? You ever see the Hallmark Channel?
Yeah.
You know how ridiculous those movies are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, man, but last night there was one starring this guy. I said it to Jack. This guy looks familiar, and his name is Jesse Metcalf. You know him if you saw him, right? Good-looking young fella, 24, 25. and he plays a country singer who's became a star, and he's coming back to his small town in Texas just to empty out his parents' old house, clean it all out, and he's going to move back to Nashville, and he's marrying a movie star who won an Oscar. But when he comes home to clean out his house, his girlfriend from when he was a kid, still lives next door in the ranch. She's real pretty. She looks a little bit like Ashley Judd or a young Alyssa Milano. She never left town, wholesome young girl, you know. They start hitting it off. And you know how it is with a Hallmark movie, bro. Within the first 5 minutes, you know, he's going to leave the movie star and going to be with her, you know? And those movies are so cheesy, but I don't know if I'm turning a certain age or what, but I just settled into this thing last night. And I watched the whole thing. And at some points, Jackie was making fun of the girl, the wholesome girl, and I was literally going, Jack, I really like her, and I don't appreciate what you're saying right now. You're ruining it for me. And then at the end, when he finally said no to the movie star, he's like, I can't marry you. And then the other girl shows back up, and she goes, are you married now? He's like, no, I'm not, but I hope to be, you know, and he hands her the ring. Bro, tear from a Hallmark movie, a tear.
Wow,
what kind of emotional, right? I mean, dude, it's like, I wish I could be 20 right now for a minute just to remember what it was like to be 20. And then I'd be like, oh my God, that's what it felt like. It's such a slow fade from 20 that I feel like I forgot what a man really was. You know, I'm crying in a Hallmark movie, injecting steroid into my knee. I wore a weight belt to put mulch in my yard, and I go to put the sod down. Jackie yells out, where's your weight belt? Sadie brings out a back belt. Holy fucking loser.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
You got a fucking back belt.
And I gotta tell you, yeah.
No, go ahead.
It's a Velcro.
Yeah, no, I know. Does it come? Is it the suspenders around the shoulders?
No. It goes around your stomach, and then it's got two Velcros to tighten. You push them close.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, and it slips under the shirt, though, so nobody sees it.
Oh,
I got to share something with you, bro. I thought there'd be fallout. I'm surprised there's not. I guess I really covered myself from my visit at your house.
fallout?
Yeah. So we have a wonderful evening. And again, man, I happened to be up late the other night, and it made me think about how late. I mean, it was 12:30 when I was up the other night. And I was like, Jesus, we got home at 12:30, and Lana came out and had a glass of tequila. That's insane, man. I really appreciate that. But we had a nice time. I crash. I wake up the next morning, and I can't believe it. Of all places, right? I get out of your bed, and I'm going to get cleaned up. I notice 3 little specks of blood on the sheet. Oh. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? How did and I'm like trying to figure it out. I still got it on me. I look down, I got a little cut on my knee from gardening. And I guess it was it kind of like, the cut kind of opened a little. And there were 3, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna fucking make such fun of me. He's gonna have to burn the sheet. Bro, I luckily had a white towel I brought from the hotel that I wrapped a bottle of wine in so it wouldn't break when I brought you guys a bottle of wine. So I still had the cheap hotel towel. I got that on the hot water with soap, and I'm and I'm scrubbing your sheet, bro, like my life depends on it. I'm like, oh my God, get the blood out. I just think about what you said to Lana about me showing my scar, how jarring I was showing my hip scar. I'm like, you mean, Lana, he shows us a scar, then he bloodies up the sheets and steals the magazine on the way out? Fuck this guy. I called Jackie, and she's like, did you scrub it good? She goes, Guy, just because it dries doesn't mean you got to make sure when it dries. I go, I did. It dried. It's not there. I got it out. So, holy, tiny specks, bro. I know you. The cast is going to end. You're going to yell up, Lana, burn the mattress.
Get everything out of the room. He was bleeding all over. Throw the carpet out.
No, come on, man. You're sliding down those Petri dishes in your backyard every week that you're renting. You can handle the little trickle of blood on the sheet.
Oh, God.
But I mean, of all houses, I've slept in hotels and da-da-da. Nothing. All of a sudden, the most important sleep in years outside the house. 3 specks. 3 specks.
Oh, God. He's fucking bleeding in the bed.
I know, man. Thank God you got money, bro. Because if I slipped over and you just had like a two bedroom where you were changing the sheets, then you'd be like, what the? You know? Normally I sleep at homes, and this is another problem at my age, right? You sleep at some regular home. I'm sorry, but I have a tendency, I could smell up a house, if you know what I'm saying, when I go. I mean, even in my own home, when I come downstairs now, I light a candle and put it in the sink a half hour before I sit down. Just to give everyone a fighting chance, man. It is, so, if a man ever sleeps over your house and at like 8 o'clock, he says, I'm going to go for a walk or I'm going to get a coffee. You ever have the wife go, or does someone go, we'll make you a cup of coffee. No, he's going to find a place to shit, all right? Just let him go for his walk and just say thank you. That's what you should say, right?
So you're telling me that when you go number 2, it can actually reach outside the bedroom into the hallway?
Oh, my God, yeah. And if I go downstairs, we have 3 bathrooms in our house now, thank God. But if I go downstairs, it can reach the kitchen, man, even with a spray. And I have to spray so much. It's like if the spray bottle could talk, it would be like, no mas, like the Roberto Duran, right? I can't, no mas. This is beyond what we can fight, man.
We were made for this. Just a little dusting over the bathroom.
Yeah, we're not meant to. Come on, this is like, this is heavy duty. What you're asking here. We're no miracle workers. So anyway,
I got a little life hack here.
What's that?
Speaking of candles and burning and what have you. You ever have a candle, 3 wicks, right?
Yeah.
And they start to burn down, but they start to sink, and the wax sometimes is not an even burn all the way down, right?
Right.
I found out how to fix that.
Really?
I got like it's used for creme brulee. It's like a blowtorch. And I take the blowtorch and you blowtorch the candle and you get it all even again when you torch it. I got to tell you, it works fantastic.
Wow.
The whole candle's even again and the wicks just pop up opposed to one being higher than the other,
Right. Yeah, of course. I like that, man.
Even burn.
I like that. So I could probably do that too with like one of them lighters that, I know what you're saying. One of those cigar lighter. No?
Yeah, you could do it, but blowtorch is the best way to do it, especially if you're working with a big candle. Now, the problem I had is I did this thing, right? And I put the thing away and I walked into the bathroom. I came out and the candle, I don't know what the hell was going on within the candle, but the wax was on fire. So it looked like a mini fire coming out of the candle. Like, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
And talk about blowing it out and having smoke throughout the house. You ever blow out a candle with 3 or 5 wicks in it and just the billowing of smoke that's coming out of there? It almost is better smell than the candle burning for an hour. I'd rather get the blow smoke scent than the actual scent.
It does have a nice smell to it. I tend to just cover mine so they don't do that. Instead of when you blow them out, like you said. Do you ever, I do this with the gym one upstairs, the candle I light all the time. You ever do the double wet fingers squeeze?
Oh, no.
No, always a blow. If you squeeze, it won't smoke, but then you got black on your fingers.
Nah, I don't touch the candle. I always do a blow on it.
Yeah.
Man, this cast is, we're dying.
We are. We're on. I know. Shit.
You can just tell when it's going south.
I mean, come on, we're talking about candles. Even before, bro, I felt like you were like helping me out. It wasn't as funny what I was saying. You were helping me out.
No, it's one of those like this. You know what this cast reminds me of?
What?
2014. Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I know, man. Ups and downs.
Oh god, yeah, it's yeah. Hey, we're due for one. You know, you can't hit a home run every game.
No, yeah, you can't. I mean, this is a normal cast though for everybody else. They don't even mind. They don't even mind. I'm dying. My weekend is shot now because of this shit.
No. Before we leave, tell us the t-shirt story.
No, man, not at this point. I'm saving that.
Right,
I'm saving that. Yeah.
All right, we'll save that. We'll save that for the next time.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, all right. Thanks again for watching and listening to the Pete Sebastian Show. Just a quick plug here. I'll be in Nashville June 12th and Knoxville June 13th, starting up the Pete Sebastian tour. The Nobody Does This tour. I will be in Vegas, not performing at a public show, but I'll be doing another birthday party in Las Vegas.
Wow.
This Thursday night.
Got the circuit wrapped up, bro. The birthday circuit.
Bro, I'm going to go out to dinner with a couple that I was auctioned off in a charity.
Oh, my God. That's
bro,
very cool.
They paid $70,000 to have dinner with me. Now, do you feel?
Holy shit! I just had a chicken salad with you for nothing the other day.
Do you?
I know though.
Do you think you got to step up your game when somebody has bought you?
Well, it is for a good cause, and that's the most important thing, obviously. But yeah, right? I mean, what if they like, if the waiter comes and says, "Would you like some dessert?" And you go, "Nah, I'm good." You're good. What was it, $100,000 to get you to have the apple pie with us too? Holy shit! I didn't know $70,000 only got the entree. You got to do 4-course meal. You got to be sipping an espresso 3.5. They got to be wanting you to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to be elbowing each other under the table. Like, how do we dodge this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Do we got to pay another $70 for him to get the hell out of here? I just don't want them walking away going, "We paid $70,000 for that."
Yeah, like, I mean, do you even, other than an emergency, do you even field phone calls? Like, do you go, "Excuse me?" And you go, "Excuse me?" No. You pick that up after our meal.
Or you go, "Excuse me, I got to go to the bathroom." Well, you go to the bathroom after the dinner.
Or does the wife elbow the husband and go, "Well, go with him, Ronnie. You may as well." It's part of the package.
Oh God!
It's for charity, though. All a good cause, bro.
No, it's
Don't sweat it.
No, and actually, that's not this weekend. It's next weekend, so I'll have a story on that. But gotta thank everybody. Go ahead.
I just want to plug too. June 12th, myself, Saturday night, Royersford, Pennsylvania, Soul Joe's, 2 shows, 6 and 9:45, right outside of Philly. All right.
There you have it, the Pete Sebastian Show. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Good hanging, bro. Good hanging. Later.